Hey there, guys. Thank you for joining us for this laboratory report for August 2022 here at the Phoenix Aurelius Research Academy. August was a super busy month. We started off the month actually coming back from the Good Medicine Confluence. We started our trek back on the 2nd of August and made it back later that night, but needed a day to recover and got back in office on the 4th. And some of you may have known because you had delayed orders that couldn't be filled, obviously, while we were gone. So once we got back in office, all efforts went to filling those unfulfilled orders, which happened within a week. So that was really good. In the lab, it was an extremely busy month. We worked on a lot of projects. We actually finished Heavy Metal Detox RX and a Lemon Balm Philosophic Essence. And we also had spagyric tinctures of red antler reishi, Polyrhacus ant, Chinese mugwort, kiosk mastic, bahita, black goji, bell fruit, grape seed, fresh ghost pipe, pipewort, celastrus seed, rosebud, chaste berry, caraway seed, and lavender buds. So all of those are slated to come into the apothecary here before long. We also freeze-dried some ghost pipe, and we took a little trip out into the Uinta Mountains to wild harvest some yarrow flowers and do an essential oil steam distillation exclusively of the yarrow flower. That was really fun, and maybe some of you have already seen that video that got put out on YouTube. Let's see, we also in the laboratory continued a ton of research concerning our tartar works, as well as effective ways of producing non-synthesized potassium bicarbonate here, or just potassium carbonate rather. And then we also researched multiple different ways of preparing the very best vanilla extracts. And that was really cool because we're trying to see what materials, what methodologies, what percentages of ethanol, so on and so forth, make the very tastiest, creamiest, best extract, both out of Tahitian vanilla as well as Madagascar vanilla bean. And we have it prepared in several different ways to see what we like best. And it could be that there's not like an actual best way of preparation, but a best way of preparation that matches a particular use. And so that's probably going to be the continuation of this research, is to find out like, oh, make it this way if you are working on this type of thing, or baking this type of thing, or flavoring this type of thing. And lastly, we switched our donation platform from One Tree Planted, where we were planting one tree for the every single product sold, to now planting 5 trees for every product sold, and simultaneously cleaning up 20 plastic bottles for every product sold. Now these plastic bottles, as well as plastic straws, are pulled out of oceans and things, and the company that we're working with is able to take our donation money and be able to fund people in third world countries who are struggling for various jobs, giving them sustainable wages to be able to go and clean these things up. So I think it's a great way of decontaminating the water and the planet just in general, and giving back to the amount of oxygen, helping to create more boreal forests and help healthy ecosystems basically all the way across the world. So we're excited to have that. You can see the results on our homepage at phoenixaurelius.org. If you scroll down about 2/3 of the way through the homepage, you'll see a little banner with a logo in the bottom right hand corner. It says Green Spark, and it says how many trees have been planted, how many bottles have been cleaned up. And we also have the opportunity to offset carbon emissions, but I'm really not sold on any of that science. So we're not contributing all of our efforts towards that, but rather putting more money towards the bottle cleanup as well as planting trees. So we're very excited about that. And thank you, as always, for purchasing products and helping to plant trees over the years, and now also helping to clean up plastic bottles. Cleaning up our environment is very important because a toxic environment ultimately leads to a toxic individual, and the two go hand in hand. We can't ignore that. So that's pretty much it. There are a few other things I'm sure that we did throughout the month of August, but that is a very good update. A lot of things were done. Filtered a bunch of other tinctures here in the lab, and we're preparing those for salts now, which you'll hear about in our next update. So stay tuned. And as always, thank you so much for all of your support. If you have any questions, just go ahead and reach out to us at support@phoenixaurelius.org. Thanks again.